Hello, YouTube. This is Schizophrenic Sinning here, coming to you live from my cave. I'm just here to review four cheap folding knives that I have had for years now. A few of these I have actually bought myself. Um, sorry about that. Two of which I bought these, two of which have just kind of been in my house for various reasons. This one is easily the oldest of the group. It's about as rudimentary as you get. Kind of a ridiculous amount of serrations. I mean, unless you're like a real like survival holic or something, and even then, it's just like this isn't the best thing. I mean, it's more than like 70% plastic. Really, the only metal you got is this pin and then the blade. That's it. That's pretty much most of the metal you got, and then the clip, which is monstrously oversized. It is not a comfortable clip unless you're, just a worker who just likes having a knife that is more than halfway handle. So yeah, I'm not even really going to name this knife. I mean, I'll call it Teeth or something, whatever. Okay, next one is easily the oldest in terms of like age. This one is the oldest one that I own. That is like personal to me, but like in terms of like actually like owning, like in terms of family. And this is about as iconic as like folding knives get. Basic run of the mill worker, clip point. My finger is gonna be smelling after this because of the tarnish that comes off of this thing. I gotta recoat that in nail polish. I actually did refix the edge a few months ago. I'm not sure that the camera will pick up on that, but it does have a somewhat decent edge. Of course, it looks very scratchy, but I don't have access to any buffing materials yet, but that will be soon. Anyway, give me 1 second here. Okay. And you got your Mr. Flashy Dashy Bud K folder here. This, it says M Tech on it, which is just some kind of knockoff. Of course, this is not a quality folder. I mean, it's okay. I mean, for like self defense, I'll pander for like a second or two to like the dudes or women out there who just think they can just flick this thing out and then just absolutely do somebody in. I mean, it'd be good for that. I mean, this is good. I think this would be good against flesh. Not that I'm advocating anybody to resort to violence. First, only in the most dire of situations, and even then, know your limits. So yeah, that's basically my review of that. This is the only one that I have that has the automated action. But yeah, it's just flash. It's flash. It's got the handle's not too bad actually. I mean, for my hands, I don't know if your hands, if you ever had a knife like this or even seen a knife like this. If you've been to a mall, you've probably seen a knife like this, or just a generic knife store. You've probably seen a knife like this. It's not terrible, although I'm not crazy about this Tanto point. It's just a bit much. I mean, for pokety poke, that it'd be it'd be fine, but still. Yeah, not maximum quality, but it's not abysmal. So, yeah. Let me put that away. Now, this one is a bit odd. A bit odd in that it's good. I mean, I like it. I mean, I got this thing for like less than $10. It doesn't even really have a brand on it, stainless china, millions of knives say that. The only thing that I don't even really say it's a gripe, but I would say that like the only thing that I don't necessarily like about this knife is that like it's kind of like is this clip. This clip is terrible. Look how flat it is. What are you gonna clip that onto? Like a seriously thin belt, or a what like a shirt pocket, I just absolutely forgot what those pockets are called that are on the front of shirts. I am losing my mind. Anyway, it's robust. It's one of those it's very short, but it's like it's stubby, but it's like I have a statement to make. I put a somewhat decent edge on it. I even kind of sharpened the tip a bit there because I thought it was a bit, sorry about that, dull. You know, and really beyond the beyond this terrible clip, I can't understand these things made trying to sharpen this thing a nightmare, because like every time you like, you know, pull it, you know, drag it like along the stone, these things would catch like every single time. And it's like, you know, you try to do it on a stone that's just kind of by itself, and then try it with a stone that's, you know, in a frame, you know, one that you get like a decent, you know, cookware store. So yeah, but it does have a pretty decent edge on it. I haven't used it for a lot, except like, you know, like cutting rope here and there, and even that very thin rope like nylon. So yeah, that's my interpretation on this knife. Okay, so this is my personal opinion on the knives that I own. These aren't knives that, you know, you may own, or hell, you guys may even own a few knives like these yourselves. So if that's your thing, drop your comments, your opinions, or if you're, you know, out of your mind enough, likes or subscriptions. And that is all that I have. You guys have a wonderful or terrible day. Fate knows.